You got challenges that you're going to run across.
Get pre-approved in just minutes. Apply anywhere on any device by visiting southeastmortgage.com. He could literally scream in Larry Bird's face in the middle of everybody in practice, and Bird would play better the next game. But if he screamed in front of DJ, the point guard, Dennis Johnson, he'll shut down for 2 weeks.
Ain't no doubt. And I think that is critical because everybody can't be coached the same way.
Right.
You know, everybody can't be, your kids can't even be taught to the same way.
Right.
You know, so I think you kind of become a gauge of that. You kind of keep your pulse on how can I talk. What everybody has a hot button. Right. You know, you find out their why for doing it. And then you constantly, keep striking that why up so they'll play hard.
So when you play Canadian and the Patriots, nobody ever said to you, "Man, you a coach." Nobody said.
No, my rookie year with the Patriots, you're just so busy trying to make the team and do all the little things right. Now I will say that I try to pride myself on knowing the playbook, knowing what to do. In college I played 3 different positions, so kind of pride yourself on knowing what everybody's supposed to do. So even though I never thought about being coaching, once I made the move, I think it was pretty natural for me because I felt like I knew not only what the DBs did, what the linebackers supposed to do, what the D-line's supposed to do, going against elite wide receivers, you kind of get a feel for what everybody's, kind of doing. So, but nobody ever said that. And so, every kid, even the kids I coach now, everybody thinks they're going to play professional ball for 50 years. And, but they, that's the exception. That's not the rule. And so for me, it was 4 years. New England was real short in terms of the NFL. It was, mostly a practice roster situation to where I didn't play any full game. I didn't get credit for any games, more preseason practice roster, what I did there. But once I got released from there, I went to the CFL. It's like every step kind of propelled me to the next thing because I think of what I went through in New England, I was able to be the rookie of the year in Toronto. You know what I mean? Every roadblock pushed me to, go harder. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's how I kind of came.
So was it real cold in Toronto?
It is. It's cold all across Canada, but one thing about football, it starts. Canadian League starts in June, so you're done in December before it gets crazy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Cool. So they're playing right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so in a CFL season now, once you get to the Grey Cup and down in December, it's cold, and you do have some cold games. But in January, you back in the States. You know what I mean? You're trying to get out of there before it gets crazy. Yeah. But it was some cold games. But their fans in Canada are unbelievable. I mean, it'd be some games you couldn't see each other, but they out there with no shirts on. So
wow. Okay. They got a little booze they put in it.
I'm sure they do. Yeah, no doubt.
So Redan, all right. What was your record there?
Oh man, my first year coaching, I was a DB coach. We were 0-10.
Wow, 0-10?
0-10. Didn't sniff a game.
How did you? I mean, what were you thinking the whole time when y'all were losing? What were you like? I got to get one. I mean, what were you thinking?
Listen, I could tell you some stories about Redan. We were 0-10. Like I said, I was the DB coach, and every week you think you're gonna win the next game. You prepare, you get to get kids ready. You think you're gonna win the next game, and we just never got it. So. But what's funny about that first year, because again, it was my first year coaching, trying to fill out, how it's done, all those things. The next year, year 2 at Redan, we go back and look at year 1. I'm like, we didn't have a chance to win these games, But when you're in the middle of it, you actually think you're gonna win the game,
right?
So we just learned a lot from that. And then the next year we were 2-8 at Redan, so got a little better. But that first year I was like, man, maybe the coaching ain't for me.
So did you become a head coach there, or you moved to the next school to be the head coach?
No, I was actually the DB coach, just the DBs for 2 years.
Okay.
That was at Redan. And then my head coach at Redan, he got the job at North Springs. I had never heard of North Springs. And I was living in DeKalb County, so I was maybe 10 minutes away from Reed. So when he went to North Springs, he was like, man, come on, go up here with me, help me build this program. I was like, Coach, I can't go to North Springs. I mean, it was 45 minutes away, and
look,
traffic was an hour and a half.
I'm in Atlanta. Where is North Springs?
Roswell Road.
Okay, I got you.
Roswell Road 285. I just never heard of it. It's right there at 285 in Roswell Road? Yeah, once you go outside the perimeter. So once you get off at Roswell Road, make a right turn, it's up on the right. So it's right.
Okay.
Good location.
Okay.
And so it was a really good school. But when we got there in 98, they hadn't been to the playoffs since 1981.
Wow.
And man, there was some players. I mean, we had some players. I mean, we can go on and on about the guys, but we had some players. I was like, man, why are these guys not winning? So when I went to visit the school and met the principal, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this. So went to North Springs. The first year, man, we make it to the quarterfinals. We go make the playoffs first time in 20 years. I mean, it was a real good experience. But I left there as a DB coach and became the defensive coordinator. So I was defensive coordinator at North Springs for those first 3 seasons. Then when our head coach got left, I became the head coach for the last 2.
Okay. And then where did you go after that? Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to have a lot of good interviews on this podcast. Get pre-approved in just minutes. Apply anywhere on any device by visiting southeastmortgage.com.